So welcome back. In this video, I'm going to talk about just a basic overview of entrepreneurship, both from the perspective of the article that I referenced in the last video, and then also kind of some of my own insights. If you remember nothing else in a discussion about entrepreneurship, remember there is no generally unifiable or universally accepted theory of entrepreneurship. It doesn't exist. There's no understanding or general unifiable definition of opportunity, and there's no generally accepted definition of entrepreneurship. We do think that there is some sort of a relationship between entrepreneurship and opportunity, but even that particular relationship is the subject of a lot of debate. So it's hard to have some sort of a generalized or general theory of entrepreneurship, right? I remember when I started my doctoral program, there was a gentleman teaching our class who was one of the first modern day scholars of entrepreneurship. And he kind of laughed. He said, well, when he started his PhD program during the 90s, he wanted to do entrepreneurship, but nobody really knew what it was. And now 30 years later, nobody agrees on what entrepreneurship is either. So this is kind of a weird thing. So when you have an instructor, like there was a gentleman at my last job who used to tell students, oh, you want to work in your family dry cleaning business? Well, you're not an entrepreneur. You're just a small business owner. F. That's the kind of person that you'll come across, but that's the kind of person who doesn't know what they're talking about. There is a lot of discussion of what entrepreneurship is. It just depends on the definitions that you seek. And that's one of the challenges and exciting things about entrepreneurship, both as a practice and from a theoretical perspective. In many ways, the research of entrepreneurship is encouraged to borrow boldly, to seek out structural holes. In other words, to look at research from other fields like strategy, organization studies, organization theories. Sometimes people like me who seek our answers from philosophy or literary critique to inform our understanding of entrepreneurship. And of course, by the same token, practicing entrepreneurs take a very similar approach as well, right? I mean, you may be looking to start some sort of a new company, so what do? Kind of like mimetic isomorphism, which I have a video on that on this very channel. You seek to see what works in a business that's kind of sort of similar to what you want to do, and you borrow from it, and then you make it your own. So in terms of both theory and practice, there is no universally understood or accepted approach to entrepreneurship, and in fact we beg, borrow, and steal from our competition, but then also from our colleagues in other disciplines. So just remember that. Great. In the next video, I'm going to talk about the contributions of Josef Schumpeter in Austrian economics. And again, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe. If you leave me a comment, I'll normally respond within 24 hours. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.